Hi, my name is Dhiren Poona, and today I'll be talking about creating a background for your D&D character. Now, backgrounds aren't always necessary. I mean, I know a DM who doesn't really care about them, and the game still turns out pretty great. But they're a good way to build a complete character, rather than one that lacks substance. This is especially important if the campaign ends up running for a long time. You don't want to be the only guy nobody knows about. Also, it lets the DM create content specific to your character, which can then end up being part of the story. Now, the first thing to consider is your upbringing. Usually this can be derived from the race you pick. If you're an elf, you live pretty damn long. So unlike a human, your childhood would end around 100 years of age. If you're a halfling, you reach adulthood around 20. But think of your plans for the future, because you're going to be living for about 150 more years. If you're human, then, I don't know, you're greedy. But overall, your race could play a vital role in your upbringing. Were you raised by your parents, or the village? Did you go on a pilgrimage when you came of age? What happened? Were you a bastard child whose parents abandoned them? I mean, it doesn't always have to be dark, but you know, some people like that. Another thing to consider: does your class factor in at all? You choose your class at the beginning, but what drove your character to this calling? You can get as creative as you like. Barbarians sometimes find their calling through something violent. Did this happen for you? How did it happen? Bards use their mastery of music to cast spells. How did you come to make magic from music? Clerics are healers, the passion for protecting others. Were you always this selfless, or did something happen to make you this way? Druids are shamans of nature. What was your epiphany that drove you to this class? Fighters, well, they're kind of jack of all trades, those ones. I'll come back to those. Monks learned their craft in a monastery. Were you sent there, or was it your own choice? Why'd you choose this? Paladins are like really swole clerics. Why'd you choose this life, instead of the path of healing? Rangers focus on a singular prey or creature. What's yours? What did it do to you? Rogues are masters of stealth, and very withdrawn from society. Rarely anyone ever chooses this life for themselves. What turned yours upside down? Fighters, they like to fight. So why do you fight? That's dumb, never mind, forget it. Sorcerers are born into magic. How'd you first learn about your magic? What happened? Warlocks forge a pact with a higher being. Who's yours? And why did you do it? Wizards study magic to proficiency. Why do you pursue this arcane academia? And where would it end? For fighters, the fight in you could come. Okay, honestly, fighters can be anything. I'm sorry, you're on your own. Third thing, skill proficiencies. This is the only mechanical part of backgrounds. You see, in the actual game rules, there's a list of backgrounds that you have to choose from, like Acolyte, Sage, Noble, and a ton of others. Now I know what you're thinking, and no, this video isn't useless, I don't think. These backgrounds are suggestions. They contain a set of preset character traits on rollable tables. They have personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. So what this means is that technically, you can just roll on a table, not think too hard, and the background could just come about naturally. But like I said, this video isn't useless, I don't think. See, the biggest thing about these pre-generated backgrounds is the skill proficiencies. These are skills you can acquire as part of your background, like a noble would have proficiency in history or persuasion. A sage would have arcana and history. Or an acolyte would have insight and religion. But with these rollable tables, if I chose sailor, which I like, and decided randomly, then I would love tavern brawling, be a predator who preys on other ships, regard my ship as the most important thing rather than my friends, and be a kleptomaniac, which I don't like. So when it comes to writing a background for your character, it's important to go with something that's fun for you and that you find interesting. If your dungeon master is a good one, then they'll have no problem building on it. So now you know about backgrounds, and I hope this video was pretty helpful. I encourage you to go wild with whatever dark, messed up Shakespearean backstory you've got planned. But of course, as a fellow DM, nothing too crazy. Please.